Hi developers and welcome. So we will continue learning Kubernetes, and in this video we will see how we can use secrets as volumes in Kubernetes. So in this video, first of all, we will create a secret object and store some data in this object, and then we will deploy an Nginx pod to the Kubernetes cluster, and we will see how we can mount the secret that we have created as a volume to this pod. Okay, so first of all, let's create a secret object. Here we're gonna create the secret using the imperative method, and we have seen earlier how we can create secrets in Kubernetes either using the imperative method or using the declarative method using YAML files. Okay, so here we're gonna create a secret object using the imperative method. So here we're gonna use the command kubectl create, and then the type of the Kubernetes object, which is secret, and then the type of the secret, which is generic. After that, we have to specify the name of the secret. For me, I will call the secret my secret, and then you can use either the from file option if you want to create the secret using files or using a directory storing some files containing the data that you want to store in the secret, or you can use the from literal option if you have some key value pairs that you want to store in the secret. Okay, here I will use the from literal option. So from, and then we have to specify the key. For me, I want to store username with the value admin, and I want also to store a password. So I will use again the from literal option. You will set it to the name of the key, which is password, followed by the value given to this key. Okay, for the password here, I will store a very simple value, which is password 123. Okay, let's press enter. So here the secret called my secret was created. We can verify that using kubectl get secrets. So here we see the my secret object created 14 seconds ago. Okay, we can see the description in a YAML format of the secret using kubectl get secret, and then the name of the secret, which is my secret, with the YAML option. So this command displays the description of the secret in YAML format. So here we have the IPR version, the kind, the metadata, and here we have the data section. Here we see that we have two keys, the password and the username. Okay, here we store in the username, we give it the value admin, but here we find those characters which are the representation of the admin in the base 64. Okay, so here this value is converted to the base 64, and it is given to the username key in the my secret object. Okay, the same for the password. Okay, so here we have given the value password 123 to the key password, but here we find those characters which are the representation of this string password 123 in the base 64. Okay, so here Kubernetes has stored the data in the secret object in the base 64. Okay, and not in plain text format. So we have created this secret object. Now let's see how we can mount this secret as a volume to a container running in a pod. Okay, So now let's create the YAML file to deploy an Nginx pod. So first of all, we have to specify the API version. Which is v1, then kind pod, and then in the metadata section we will give our pod a name, for example Nginx pod. Then in the spec section here we have the containers property, which is an array of containers. So here we're gonna create a container using the image Nginx, and we will give our container a name, for example Nginx container. Okay, and what we have to do now is to create volume of type secret and then mount it to the Nginx container. For that, we're gonna use the volumes property, which is an array. So here we're gonna create a volume called foo, very simple name. This volume is of type secret, that's why here we have the secret property, and then we have to give the volume the name of the secret, and that's done using the secret name property. So here we have secret name, and we give it the name of the secret, which is my secret. Okay, so we have created a volume, and now we have to mount this volume to the Nginx container, and that's done here in the Nginx container level using the volume mounts property. So here we want to mount the volume called foo, and we have to specify the mount path. So where we want to mount this volume, we want to mount it in /etc/foo, and we want also to mount this volume in the read-only mode. Okay, so here we will set the read-only to true. Okay, so here we have created a volume of type secret. We have given a name to the volume, which is foo, and here with the secret name we specified the name of the secret used for this volume, okay, which is the my secret object that we have created earlier. Okay, and then we mount this volume to the Nginx container in this path, and we mount this volume in read-only mode. Okay, now let's create the Nginx pod using the command kubectl create, and then we give it the name of the file used to create the Nginx pod, which is Nginx pod.yaml. So here Kubernetes tells us that the Nginx pod was created. We can verify that using kubectl get pods. So here we have an Nginx pod created 12 seconds ago. Now let's verify that the Nginx container have access to the secret object as a volume using the command kubectl exec to execute a command on the pod, and then we give it the name of the pod, which is Nginx pod. And then we specify here the command that we want to execute in the container. Okay, so I want to list the files in /etc/foo. So let's press enter. Here we have two files, one called password and another called username. Okay, and those files are created in this folder because in the my secret object we have two keys, one called password and another called username. Okay, so for each key in the mySecret object, a file was created in this path. Let's see the content of those files using the command cat. So let's see the content of the username file. Here we find admin, as we specified when we create the mySecret object. Okay, the same for the password file. So in the password file, here we have the value password 123, as we specified when we create the secret object using this command. So the values stored in the password and the username files are stored in plain text format and not in the base 64 format. So that's how we mount a secret as a volume to a container running in a pod. And finally, let's delete everything. So let's delete the secret using kubectl delete secret mySecret. So if we run the command kubectl get secrets, now we didn't have any secret in the cluster. The same for the pod. So to delete the pod, we use the command kubectl delete, and then we give it the name of the file used to deploy the pod, which is nginxpod.yaml. So now the nginx pod was deleted. If we execute the command kubectl get pods, and now we didn't have any pod in the Kubernetes cluster. So that's how we can use secrets as volumes in Kubernetes. I hope that everything is clear, and thank you very much.